So Kyle's back. It's just awesome to have us all here. Love Up shirts are on sale. Brand new Love Up shirts, new designs. You can go to loveupshirt.org. You can go to johnjayrich.com and click on Love Up shirt. So all that. And then in keeping with that, I am in a little bit of a bind. I got a little situation going on, and it's really tough. And I've been thinking about it. I wasn't sure if I was in a situation until yesterday, middle of the show, and then something really hit me hard, and I have to present it to you. I have to lay it out. Let me take you back to about a week or week and a half ago. We're on vacation. I'm eating at this restaurant with my wife and kids, and I put most of this on Instagram and Twitter and all my social media. In fact, you can see pictures and videos of everything I'm about to tell you right now if you go to my Instagram, Johnjay Van S. I'm eating dinner with my family in San Diego at one of my favorite restaurants. And this red Ferrari pulls up. You see the video?
Yeah.
Right? This freaking red Ferrari pulls up. And it's Anthony Robbins, Tony Robbins, motivational speaker. And I was like, I fangirl over this guy. Yes.
Jaw drop to the ground. That's it.
Like fangirl, the biggest way you could fangirl, because when I was first starting out in radio, when I was 19 years old, I used to sit in my boss's office with him, and part of the day, the way we start the day is we would listen to Anthony Robbins cassettes. And then later,
they're back.
Later we got the CDs and listened to him. And I used to listen to him all the time. And he even had this CD of music that you're supposed to listen to at night when you go to bed, and it's supposed to make you more successful. And I would listen to it every night, and it was terrible music. It was like he got a little Casio keyboard at Target and just put it on autoplay.
Some dumbass will buy this.
And I'd be, oh man, I'm gonna be so rich. So Anthony Robbins comes, and you can see the whole exchange. I was so starstruck, and he walks to this restaurant. I stand behind him, and he's contemplating what to order. And I say to him, "Hey, I eat here all the time. Get this." And he goes, "I know. I've been coming here for 15 years. And I'm like, I've been coming here 17 years. And he says, well, I've been coming here 17 years too. Oh, now you're coming here 17 years. First you said 15 years. So he starts saying, I go, get the fish. It's really good. He goes, I can't. He goes, I had mercury poisoning and I'm afraid to get fish. So I'm asking for, what do you order? It was, oh my gosh, a falafel. I want to see if they have a falafel. And I drove all the way over here and they don't have falafels. And I said, I can't help you there. And I said, are you vegan? And he goes, I'm vegan. And I said, oh my God, I'm vegan too. Kyle, you've been gone, but I've been vegan for like 6 weeks.
I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
I just started seeing your posts on social media as
weird,
I was on
isn't it?
maternity leave. Like, how, why?
I'll tell you
an explanation.
So I say to Anthony Robbins, now we're standing outside talking. And I'm like, yeah, I'm vegan. He goes, I'm vegan too. I'm like, get out of here. And he goes, well, I eat turkey every once in a while. And I'm like, that's not vegan, but okay. So you're Anthony Robbins. So I said, I'm such a huge fan of yours. I go, this is so great. And he just stood there and talked to me like for the longest time that my wife got him. My sister was filming the whole thing and taking pictures and stuff. And I said, I'm such a huge fan. And I go, the Netflix show you just did, I watched that. And I explained some stuff that I saw on the show. Then I said, look, I don't want you to think I'm just full of it because you pulled up here. I go, Kanai. Do you remember Kanai? Then Kanai is from the cassettes. It was called Constant and Never-Ending Improvement was what Kanai means, right? Okay. So I'm like, Kanai, remember Kanai? Constant and Never-Ending Improvement? And he goes, Kanai? I invented Kanai. He goes, of course I remember Kanai. Right? And I'm like, all right. So I have this incredible exchange with this guy. And then he takes off and he leaves. And I get a flipping email the next day. And he invites me as his guest, personal guest, to go to Palm Beach, Florida, to go to his 4-day seminar.
Oh man, that's the one that's in I Am Not Your Guru, right? That's the same thing.
One is in the Netflix special. 4 days. Now I've seen him before 3 or 4 times, but I'd gone for a day, 4 or 5 hours, and I'd never gone for more than a 1-day seminar. He invites me, he invites my sister and her husband and my wife to go. He's paying for the whole trip. I'm being invited to be his guest, his personal guest, right?
How do you say no to that?
Right? This is Anthony Robbins. This is like my
I
idol.
like how you still call him Anthony Robbins. Like I feel like Tony Robbins is all right, but it's like now you're on this more personal level with him that like you can call him Anthony Robbins.
For the longest time, he was Anthony Robbins. Like he switched it to Tony at some point when he changed his hairstyle. So I'm like, I get this email. Your Tony wants to invite you, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I said, my sister, my wife, and I talk. We're like, should we just do it? Let's just do it. Yeah, of course. Like it's once in a lifetime. When is that ever going to happen? So we agree to do it. Then we get this email going, okay, you're confirmed here. You are Tony and Sage, his wife.
Oh, wow.
Tony and Sage's personal guest. And I'm like beside myself, right? I mean, I'm like,
of course.
This is the greatest thing. This is like hanging out with Justin Bieber for me, right?
That's huge.
So we're planning, we're booking. I got to obviously make sure that we can get the time off when the event is. I hope I can get, but I should get the time off, right, to go.
Of course.
And I'm thinking, is there a studio I can go do the show from there? But anyway, that's in the back of my head. I'd say, forget it. Once in a lifetime, book it. Here's my dilemma.
Uh-oh.
I think it's when Shannon's wedding is.
No.
Shannon show's getting married.
I knew it.
How? What do you mean you knew it?
Because yesterday I said,
Somehow in the back of my head, planning this wedding was Johnjay. There's a 75% chance that Johnjay will not be at my wedding.
Well, I mean, it's likely that Shannon Beaver might take off those few days to do her wedding, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, a
As
couple of
she
days.
should.
As she should.
But this will be the second member from the show that Johnjay schedules a trip on their wedding day.
but it's not like there's anything. It's like I'm
I mean,
looking.
that's
I laid it
pretty
out for
awesome.
you what an incredible opportunity it is.
No, that's big.
Right, and then
That's
I'm like,
big.
I mean, what? I see me and Tony Robbins going to get like some vegan stuff, hanging out. And I can hear that. Something tells me I'm into something. Me and Tony running through the beach holding hands. Me and Tony driving. I'm driving his Ferrari. He's on my lap driving his Ferrari in slow motion. We're like hanging out.
You're feeding him turkey shaves.
Yeah, we're watching a show on Netflix. We're watching What the Health, and we're laughing and pointing at the screen. We're looking at people with high cholesterol levels and laughing. Driving by, throwing apples at the homeless. Tell them how to be successful. Use your Reddit tapes.
Sexual.
Awaken the giant within, fools. But
Have you already confirmed and said yes?
yeah, I had to. I didn't even. When the time came, when it was like it's in November, and it was like it's these 4 days, and I looked at my sister, my wife, and I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. Just do it. You know how? Why would I not take this opportunity to go be Tony Robbins' guest?
Gotta go.
And then when yesterday during the show, Shannon walked in. And something happened. I went, oh my God, she's getting married in November. And I'm like, when is the date you get married? And she told me the date. And I haven't totally checked, but I'm 99% sure it's the date, the weekend.
How
Unless you don't get married.
How do you feel about that, Shannon?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There was like a big part of me that was thinking this entire time planning. I know Kyle will be there. I know you will be there. Something told me, Johnjay will maybe not be there.
You know what's interesting about this too is Nick on our show, our backup audio guy to Joey. Nick got married at this one venue, this very beautiful venue that's kind of out of the way and unique. And my niece got married at the same venue, and I went to her wedding. I didn't go to Nick's wedding, and Shannon's getting married at the same place. And for some reason in my brain, I feel like I've been there. It's the same as going to your wedding and Nick's wedding.
It's definitely not the same. I'm glad you think that way.
There are different people getting married, making it not the same.
Because you've been to the venue before. A wedding at the venue.
I've been to the venue before. Same thing.
Sometimes Johnjay's mind is truly dizzying, is it not?
I mean, in a way, there's like a sense of relief because I knew Johnjay would just complain about I'm getting at 4:30 on a Friday. Oh God, complain.
4:30? You're getting married on a Friday?
Oh, see?
Yeah, see? I mean, there's that sense of relief, but there's also a massive amount of disappointment, Johnjay. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
If you think about it, okay, let me spin this a little bit. If I can Anthony Robbins this for you just a second. He's going to a leadership seminar where he's going to learn how to, of all things, to have more empathy, right? That's a Tony.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll have more empathy for you in the future.
Plus-
so it's kind of like you're sending him off so that he won't miss another one of your weddings.
Another one.
Hopefully there's only one.
Hopefully there's only one.
There's a chance too. What if I pass on this and you and David break up? Then what? Before you get married.
I will never live it down.
Oh my God! I canceled Tony Robbins' go to your wedding. Now you're breaking up with a guy.
You know, Johnjay, people invite people to their weddings because they think that those are the people that are going to support them and encourage them to stay together, not just expect them to break up, and that's why they're not going to the wedding.
Listen, this is all I'm going to. After it's a 4-day seminar with Anthony Robbins or Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Day 4, we get to walk on hot coals. We get to walk on hot
Shannon,
coals.
do you have hot coals at your wedding?
I mean, I'll fly him in if that's what you need to be there.
Fly him in.